Thank you. Then let's then go to Assembly Member Twycross, Industrial Strategy.
Thank you for the question. I support the UK Government's overall approach to the industrial strategy and look forward to producing London's own industrial strategy and to working with cities across the UK to support key growth sectors and maximise economic opportunity across the country. London, however, faces long-standing challenges around inequality, which are not fully addressed in the Industrial Strategy White Paper. In addition to huge challenges post-Brexit, where further devolution of powers and funding are a requisite if London is to continue its significant contribution to UK growth. London has specific infrastructure challenges that will need addressing, such as ensuring access to charging points for electric vehicles, we've just talked about. As London grows, so is the rest of the country. Diverting resources for vital infrastructure from the capital will undermine London's international competitiveness. Investors will look to other global cities, is my fear. The loss of this investment will damage the national economy, and there can be no doubt about that. The anti-London stance from the government is reflected in the budget, which clearly fails to deliver the funds the capital desperately needs to fix the housing crisis, keep Londoners safe, tackle toxic air pollution, and invest in infrastructure. My approach to the industrial strategy is set out in my draft economic development strategy, which was published yesterday. London needs further devolution in order to support innovation and business growth across London's key growth sectors and help Londoners to access those opportunities.
Thank you. Do you think the government is entirely ignoring Brexit, or have they taken it into account when they've been developing the strategy?
The behaviour of David Davis over the last few weeks is the best answer to your question. On the one hand, you'd expect a government to carry out or have carried out for them impact assessments on the various scenarios in relation to the outcomes of discussions with the EU. Are we going to leave the EU, but be in the single market? Are we going to leave the EU, be in the single market and customs union? Are we going to leave the EU and be in neither and on? And David Davis gave the impression the government had undertaken various impact assessments in the various sectors that are responsible for the jobs and growth in our country. It now transpires, I think, that no assessments were carried out by the government. Look, what I've done as a consequence is to ask independent experts, Cambridge Econometrics, to carry out impact assessments in the 9 different sectors that create the most jobs in London: finance, construction, hospitality, care. And I've asked them to let me know the impact of the various possibilities with negotiations with the EU. They hope to respond in January, and you know what, when they do, I'm going to publish them.
Fabulous, thank you.